You can create 6 figures of income, $111,000 from doing this LEAP option. What if you can give yourself $1,000 raise every single month, right? You don't have to wait on your employer. You don't have to wait on your boss. You don't have to wait on your year-end review. But right now, you are in control of giving yourself $1,000 raise. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to give yourself a $5,000 raise every single month. You're going to be paying yourself an extra $5,000 every single month, but you can scale it to whatever you want. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make around $5,000 every single month. And it's not even that risky. Looking at the past statistics and back testing over the last 10 years, this strategy is pretty safe and has around a 99% win ratio. And we're not going to be picking any risky stocks like SoundHound, Palantir, even though these are some good companies that's doing pretty good. Tesla, they're doing pretty good. We're not going to be picking any hype, risky stocks like that. We're going to be picking a ETF called QQQ. Now, the exciting part about QQQ is that, well, as you guys can see, over the last year, they're up 24% alone. But that's not the exciting part. If we take a look at their holdings, the exciting part about QQQ is that you're not investing inside of one individual stock. You're not just buying Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, AT&T, Exxon, Starbucks. You're not just buying one individual company. When you invest inside of QQQ, which right now they're at $529, you are buying 102 different companies that's inside of their portfolio. Now, QQQ, they are very heavy inside of the technology sector. They have 52% of their portfolio inside of the technology sector. And then the next largest percent will be right here in communications. So if we take a look at their top 10 holdings, you will be buying Nvidia, Apple, 8% of their portfolio, 9% of their portfolio is Nvidia. You'll be buying Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Broadcom, Tesla, Meta, Google, Netflix. So you're still investing inside of these risky companies, but you're not so much in the hands of, if one company do bad, then you losing all of your money. Because if one company do bad inside of this portfolio, you have 102 other companies or 101 other companies inside of this ETF that can boost your gains. Now, the exciting part about this is that if you're looking over the last 5 years, they're up 137%. And if we're looking at the last 10 years, they're up 423%. That's around 42% in gains every single year for the last 10 years. Now, this is important because the strategy that we're going to be doing, we're going to be buying LEAP options on QQQ, expiring as far out as we could possibly go. So we're going to go 2 years out and buy a in the money LEAP option on QQQ at a 70 delta. That means as long as QQQ goes up from this point over the next 2 years, we will make money. Now, if we come back to this screen right here, you guys can see that over the last 10 years, they've only been trending up, and we need QQQ to just go up at least a little bit over the next 2 years. And then once we buy those LEAP options, that's not where we're going to make a lot of money from the LEAP options, right? We're expected to make a lot of money from the LEAP options. Even if we don't make a lot of money from the LEAP options, we're going to make a lot of money from our monthly income selling covered calls on our LEAP options. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in this video. That is called the poor man covered call. Now, if you guys do want to learn more about the poor man covered call, consider joining the dream team. In there, I teach about the wheel strategy, poor man covered calls, cash secure puts, covered calls, put credit spreads, call credit spreads every Sunday. Hop on a Zoom call with the dream team. We go over all our plays for the week. I post them in there Monday. We make a lot of money. And if you guys do want to join the Lucid Dreamers right here, you'll have access to 3 pro day traders that post their option trades every single day. And you'll also be a part of a community of investors that want to be financially free, just like you. Consider joining the Patreon. Now, this right here is a steal. This right here is an absolute steal. $12. You guys are paying $12 for a Netflix, Amazon Prime account. Way more than that. You guys are paying way more than $12 to have access to 3 pro day traders. $12 is a steal. Now, this one right here, I only have 5 spots remaining. If you want to join that, it's only 5 spots remaining. I might open it up to more people later. But consider joining that. And if you guys do want to earn some free stocks, up to 30 free stocks with Moomoo, I'm gonna leave a link to Moomoo down in the description, down in the pinned comment section, and you could get 8.1 cash sweep interest on your uninvested cash in there. You have access to the early market hours, the aftermarket hours, commission free trading, and many of their tools that's inside of Moomoo. That link is gonna also be down in the description. Even if you guys already got Robinhood, Webull, get a third one. I use all three of them. Get the free stocks. Who passes up on free money? Now we're gonna go back to QQQ. Remember, we said that we was gonna buy an option that's expiring 2 years from now. That is what a LEAP option is. If you want it to expire longer than a year, pull out your pens, pull out your papers, take your notes, because I'm about to give you guys some great information in this video to help give yourself a raise. You're giving yourself a raise, right? So take notes, pay attention, because what I'm about to show you guys is really gonna make sense in a minute before I even show you guys the option. You have to learn this before you just dive in, because you guys could be missing out on a lot. All right, so like I said, you don't want to be buying the top. So if we come over here to what's this, February 3rd, you guys can see we all know what happened in 2020, the pandemic dip. So if you was to buy right here, 2 years out, because we're going to be buying LEAP options, that's 2 years out. So let's go to 2022. Well, before we even get to 2022, before we even get out of 2020, you guys can see that we would have made that profit. Now, if we're looking right here at the very top, let's go to December 27, 2021. It's at $397, and then there was a big dip. So let's go out 2 years to December 25th, 2023. So this is 2 years out. So now it's at $409. So even after that big dip, we would not have made that much money from our LEAP options, but we still would have generated around $5,000 every single month from selling our poor man cover calls on QQQ. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in the video, because guys, you do not want to be buying at the top like right here. You don't want to be buying, you want to be buying on this dip right here. You don't want to be buying way up here. You want to be buying on these dips down here, this dip down here, this dip right here. You don't want to be buying at the top. You want to be buying right there. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in this video. Now, the first thing you want to do is come over to TradingView. It's completely free to sign up on TradingView, tradingview.com. This is my indicator right here, the Dream Green indicator. You only get so many free indicators that you can add to your TradingView account. I threw all of mine inside of one. Bollinger Bands, my buy and sell signals, the 200 EMA. So it could take up a lot of less space on your TradingView account, and you can add as many indicators as you want. But let's clear this up a little bit so I can show you guys exactly how I trade. All right, so to clear this up, I use the Bollinger Bands to get in and out of my LEAP options, mainly to get in of my LEAP options, So on the Bollinger Bands right here, as you guys can see, I use a little bit of different settings. You want to go to indicators, you want to type in Bollinger Bands, and then you'll just click this one right here, Bollinger Bands, and then it'll pop up. But when yours pop up on your settings, yours will pop up as 20 right there. All right, your length would be 20. I like to change mine to 30. Right, I'm gonna explain exactly what that means in a second. And then I have my standard deviation of 2 plus or minus 2, and then hit enter. Now on the 30, it takes the last 30 bars. Right now, this is the 4-hour chart, so it takes the last 30 bars, average that out, make this blue line, and then it'll give me a standard of deviation plus or minus, which would be the red and the green line. And price likes to stay within these 2 bars. So now when it's touching the red, it likes to pull back to the green, and when it's touching the green, it likes to pull back to the middle. Every single time it touches one of these lines, and then we're looking at the RSI, it likes to go back to the middle. So let's look at the 1-day chart. Since we're doing a LEAP option that's going to be about 2 years out, we're going to look at the 1-day chart. Now, just looking at this chart, whenever it's touching the red, I'm not looking to put in LEAP options on QQQ. Whenever it's pulling back to the green, I'm comfortable. Might not be the best entry, but I'm comfortable putting in LEAP options on QQQ whenever it is touching the bottom of the Bollinger Band line. Now, we used to scroll all the way out and scroll all the way back. The best entry will be around the 200 EMA line. So that would be the best entry, is when it pulls all the way back to the 200 EMA line right here. So when it comes back and touches the 200 EMA line, that is the time to get in on your LEAPs. You don't want to be getting in on your LEAPs when it's always at the red. You can get in at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, a support line like this, or at the 200 EMA. That would be a good time to enter on QQQ. Now, as you guys can see, as far back as we go, QQQ has only been going up. Now it has only touched the 200 EMA line a couple of times. Right here would have been a great time to enter some LEAP options on QQQ all the way back in October 2023. Another great time to enter a LEAP option on QQQ would have been in August 2024. So that would be the best entry. Bottom of the Bollinger Band is a good entry. At the 200 EMA, it's the best entry. Okay, now I'm going to give you guys what you've been waiting for on this strategy. I'm going to give you guys all the numbers that you need to know. So you need to, I'm telling you, you need to write this down. We're going to be selling an in the money LEAP option on QQQ at a 70 delta. Let me explain what that means. So we're going to hit trade. We're going to hit trade options. And we're going to go out as far as we possibly can. We're going to go all the way out to January 15th, 2027. Right now it's January 26th, 2025. So this will be around 2 years out. We're going to click this and then we're going to be buying a call. Now you guys are going to be confused. Which one do I buy? So let's scroll down. We're going to be buying a call. If we click, let's just click on the first one. You guys can see that the delta at the bottom left where it says the Greeks is at 0.67. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for at least a 0.7. So let's scroll down to 515. We're going to click that one. And on 515, you guys can see that we have the 0.70 delta. That is what we're looking for. That means we don't have to buy 100 shares of QQQ to mimic owning 100 shares of QQQ. We're going to be buying LEAPs, which is going to be cheaper than buying 100 shares of QQQ, but we're going to get kind of the same price action at a 0.7 delta. If you want the closer you are to 1, the closer it is going to be to mimicking 100 shares of QQQ. So right now we're going to be looking at a delta of 0.7 on QQQ. So the strike that we'll be buying is the 515. I'm not saying you should go into this today. I told you guys when to enter these trades, right? I told you guys when to do that. Don't just go in and into this right now. I'm just showing you guys an example. Now we're going to be buying the 515 and then that's going to cost us around $9,355. And this will give us 24 months of exposure of owning 100 shares of QQQ, and will only cost us $9,355. Save up, find a way, work extra overtime, find a side hustle, find a way to get it done, right? So now after we buy that LEAP option, now we own one LEAP option for $9,355 on QQQ. So now it's going to be like we actually own 100 shares. And then we could come back to QQQ and we could start to sell. Now we're going to switch over to sell. We could start to sell covered calls on QQQ. Now we're going to go out a month. You could do weekly options on this, but to make it very simple, we're going to go out a month. Today's the 26th. So let's go out to February 20 something. Okay, February 28th right there. So we went out a month on QQQ and we're going to be selling a call at around a 0.32 delta. 0.3 delta, cool. 0.32 delta, make you a little bit more money. But if you want to be really safe, you could do a 0.2 delta, 0.25 delta. But right now for this example, we're going to do close to a 0.32 delta. So we're going to be selling a call. I'm going to explain what that means in a little bit. We're going to be selling a call. Let's click on this one right here. That delta is 0.33. Let's click on this one right here. That's 0.324. That's 0.33. Let's click on the 544. All right, so that's 0.32. So we could be generating. Now this is to say, hey, with our LEAP options, now we could start to sell cover call. This is called a poor man cover call because you don't own the shares, you own the options. Just saying, hey, by February 28th, I'm willing to sell my 100 shares of QQQ at $544. They're going to pay us $514 because with options, you multiply that by 100. So other than it saying $5.14, it's going to say $514. So now if QQQ do not go above $544, let's pull up the track. Let's pull up the trading view account right quick. Let's go ahead and zoom all the way back in on QQQ. We said that we do not want it to go above $544. So right now that would be at a price point way up here, $544 within a month. So let's come over back. So that's at a 0.2 delta. You could pick any price point above this if you wanted to. You could go all the way up to 550 and generate $334 of income. This will change when the market opens. I'm recording this on the weekend, but just for example, let's click the 514. So right now with just that one option that will cost you $9,355, you can generate $514 every single month in premium from QQQ. Now, this is where you make the most money. If QQQ goes up to $544 or $543, right, you get to keep your option and you get to keep the premium of $514, but you made all of that capital gain of your option going up from $528 all the way up to $544. So you're making a whole bunch of money from your leap. You just made all that money in premiums, and you get to keep your options as long as QQQ stays below $544. Now, then you guys could do it the following month, and then the month after that, and then the month after that. Now, let me show you guys exactly how much that generates. Now, if you bought this option for $9,355 and you're making $514 every single month, it would only take you 18 months to completely pay off your leap option. Because if the leap just trades sideways for 2 years, it will only take you 18 months to completely pay off your leap options. And then you get the rest of the 6 months of just pure profit every single month in premiums from doing this poor man cover calls. It will only take you 18 months out of the 2 years to completely pay off your leaps. Saying that your leaps didn't make any money at all. Your leaps is probably going to make money if we're looking at the past 10 years of data on QQQ. Now, if we're trying to make $5,000 every single month, giving ourselves a $5,000 raise in QQQ every single month, we want to divide $5,000 by 514, and we would have to put in 9.7 options. So we have to put in around 9.7 leap options. You can't do a 0.7. So let's just say 9 leap options. We'll find the rest through capital gains from the leap, right? So we have to put in 9 leap options on QQQ to generate around $5,000 every single month. So we multiply 9 by $9,355. You have to put up $84,195 in your leap options. So buy around 9 leap options in QQQ, sell poor man cover calls versus that every single month, and you got yourself a $5,000, close to a $5,000 raise every single month of income. And you will have paid this off in just 18 months. So 514, we did 9 options. So we're bringing in $4,626 every single month. And then we multiply that by 24 months. So remember, we only put up $84,000 at the end of the year in just premium. We could collect $111,000 in 24 months. You can create 6 figures of income, $111,000 from doing this leap option and selling poor man cover calls or selling calls versus your leap options every single month on QQQ. Now, if this do sound a little bit confusing to you, join the dream team. I got video tutorials in there. We talk about it every Sunday. If you want to learn more, ask more questions about it, consider joining the dream team where we could talk about that. Now, guys, if you already know what poor man cover calls and you've been doing it, let me know how your experience been down in the comment section. Because once you start to sell cover calls, poor man cover calls, and leap options, you're not even going to be worried about dividends. I know dividends create some passive income. You don't have to do anything at all. But hey, looking at the market once a month, put it in your leap option, put it in your poor man cover calls, and just sitting back for the rest of the month and collecting $5,000 doing nothing, that is a win for me. Let me know what you think about this strategy down in the comment section. I can't wait to read you guys' comments on this video. This is the video that's going to make you a ton of money in the future, guys, once you learn how to do this. Don't go in for the first time with all of your money today. No. Go in with a little bit of your money, learn how to do it, get comfortable with selling cover calls, get comfortable with buying leaps, be patient on a good buying opportunity, and then you guys can enter the market. Do not rush in and do this. Please learn first before you throw in a whole bunch of money. But if you made it to the end of this video and you want to help out this channel, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button, because that helps out this channel more than you guys could possibly even imagine. But other than that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.